Free weight, free lunch. Got 2 phones, yeah, I'm still trapping. But this ain't for trapping. Turn that VP on in the settings and then I'll check the tracking. YouTube, it's good with y'all boys, man. Back with another video. The name of this video will be Process. Came up with that a couple days ago, just because that's one of the principles that I'm building my brand around. Discipline, process, peace. There's one more too, balance. So I'll probably keep naming the videos after those principles. But came up with Process just real quick, because a lot of y'all see in my other videos. As y'all see in my other videos, I get advice from different athletes, different people. And a lot of the main thing that you hear is trust the process, embrace the process. And so I'll do a little bit more elaborating maybe at the end, but I just want to get straight into the work. Posted the garage work on Instagram. Did really well. People seem to like it. So I'm back with another one. Again, like part of the reason why I'm out here is because I didn't have a gym to go to right now. I don't have a gym to go to right now. I'm in between just finding a place that I like. Let me check this real quick. Growing as a content creator, always double check your work. Or double check before you start. But finding somewhere. But I still had to get it in. So I couldn't make the excuse to not get it in. So I'm here. Got my workout pretty much all written out. Today will be another speed one. Eventually I'll do just like some full body stuff. But today, it's just gonna be speed, a little bit of core. Again, just getting after it, making sure I hold myself accountable to the standards that I'm holding my athletes to. So if you're one of my athletes watching this, your coach getting it in, you feel me? I was gonna let y'all hear the music today, but I don't wanna get copyrighted. So still figuring all this content creation stuff out, but I'm slowly but surely grinding with that. Still building the brand and my training business. We are growing. I'm loving every minute of it. I'm finding a lot of great athletes, a lot of great parents. And I just want to say thank you to every one of those people who trust in me, the kids that believe what I'm saying, that trusting my judgment with the training, who buy in, because it's more than one. And I'm not having to do much for them to buy in. They see it, they believe it, and that goes to, I got to think higher of myself, not higher in that, but knowing that I'm a professional. I went through it, but I don't have to speak on everything that I did or I accomplished. Kind of like how this journey has been growing in itself. The work will show for itself. So I'm gonna just keep doing that, keep growing. Y'all gonna keep seeing my process, elevating as a grown man, as an adult, as a father, as a brother, as a son, as a YouTuber, a trainer. So again, I appreciate y'all boys. I hope y'all enjoy this one. Oh, these gonna be hang cleans, but to a split squat position, into like an isometric hold. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1. I got limited weight selection today because I don't have all my plates with me, but this would be something I could still get really good working and really challenge myself. I'm still working the explosiveness. Y'all go do y'all homework on isometrics. swear that it's always something. Me like I owe them something. I'm gonna move this open chart. I can't let go of these rods. Doped up. How you doing? Free weight, free lunch. Quick little pointer, if you want to call it that. Just something that y'all know about me, the way I work out. As advertised through my Instagram and through my social media, a lot of the stuff I learned is through experience. So a lot of even the workout plans that I made, I could do them off the top of my head. And I kind of like, at this point, I could come up with a good, if you give me like something specific that you want to work on, I could give you a well-rounded workout that's going to hit every aspect, towards the hitting the goal that you want to hit. And kind of how I do that is like the flow of the workout. These switches that I'm about to do, I'm gonna pair those up with, I just did that off of the step ups, right? Just kind of like power for the quads and getting that knee up hip position. So now I'm kind of doing the same thing, achieving that top end mechanic high hip flexor position, but now I'm switching or being intentional with like my central nervous system. This is for my hamstring when I land, as far as absorbing contact, and then for my hips staying up and getting that my hip flexors are pulling up and being strong. So this is hip flexor and hammy. The other one was quad and hammy. So now I'm gonna pair that up with sprinter crunches, which is core and hip flexors. And now I'm gonna finish with the sprinter crunches, which is kind of emulating that same switch, hip flexor core chain, still activating that, but now it's more focused on my core being strong, not necessarily how fast I'm switching in between. But all of those exercises, the quad, step ups, these switches, and the hip flexor sprinter crunch all go hand in hand and correlate with sprinting. So if you ever see me freestyle a workout, that's pretty much how I'm basing it. I'm basing it off the movement that I'm trying to emulate, or the movement that I want to get faster at or more explosive at. If you think about that and break it down, you can kind of know where to navigate what you want to do. And it can get very intricate. You can get real specific. Sometimes exercises hit 2 or 3 things. That's why, sometimes you can get 2 things in one, 2 things out of one exercise, and you keep pairing different things up, and that way you're trying to hit everything, but you might not get as detailed in that said movement, if that makes any sense to y'all. I hope somebody understood that, but that's kind of the logic I go about if I'm freestyling. Obviously, if I'm making it for somebody else, or if I have like a super specific, like when I was training for the UFL tryouts or the CFL tryouts, I would give myself, I could break it down week by week and know exactly what movements, like when I want to get real specific, what I need to work on. And that's kind of like how you should go about it, knowing what your weaknesses are, other things that you got to get real specific on, your strengths. Sometimes you just make sure that's covered in your workouts. You always want to go for your weakness. That way, each time you find a new weakness, eventually you'll be well-rounded. And I think that's when I'm starting with kids. First thing we do is attack the weaknesses. We also want to build on our strengths, keep making sure we're still hitting, the things that we're good at. We don't want to neglect it, but, I believe in hammering the weaknesses and then, get into those to be strengths. And after that, you can go back to the drawing board, find a new weakness. However long that takes you to attack it, it's gonna take what it takes. But that's kind of my philosophy as far as like when I'm training myself, or like I said, if just building a workout, playing around a certain movement. Always have a goal in mind when you're doing a workout, or know what your goal is. Ask questions. If you're an athlete working with a trainer, most trainers are not gonna get mad at you. So Queen B, she big. But always ask questions and know what you're doing, what you're getting out of a workout.
On the 10-person addict, anything you need, I can get it. It ain't bitch about no loss, learned my lesson and took it on the chin. If it come down to it, keep my mouth closed and do my bid.